What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D, and once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. So, I wasn't really going to enter the conversation about the Young Turks and CENK and Anna moving towards conservatism until I came across a post that was a picture of CENK sitting on stage with Charlie Kirk at a TPUSA event. And it was at that point I decided that CENK is full of it, and he's in it for likes, views, publicity, and dollars. He can say that he was reaching across the aisle or going into the lion's den and doing things that other Democrats wouldn't do. But he was used by Charlie Kirk, and that is exactly why Charlie Kirk has this video of him pinned to his page.
I mean, you were kicked off of some of the cable news channels for having heterodox opinions on certain issues. So let's kind of look at the last couple of years. We can go back to the Bernie Sanders thing. Explain to us, why is it that right-wing revolution was successful, and the Bernie Sanders with 2 attempts actually won the primary in 2016, and he had it stolen. Again, stolen election talk can be a little controversial. They stole it from Bernie Sanders in 2016. Why was that revolution not successful?
Yeah, I think it was because Donald Trump was a celebrity and they didn't take him seriously, so they made the mistake of giving him mainstream media coverage. And so they thought, and if you remember, Bill Clinton had this brilliant idea, we'll encourage Donald Trump to run on the Republican side and it'll destroy the Republican Party. How'd that work out for you, Bill? And so I remember saying at the time, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Because what I sensed was you need a non-politician to lead the revolt. On the Democratic side, we have got to elect a populist. If we don't, we're going to make the same mistake we made when they anointed Hillary Clinton, when they anointed Joe Biden, and when they anointed Kamala Harris. So my Democratic friends, how many times are you going to lose before you realize that mainstream media and the establishment are lying to you?
And this is the exact soundbite that Charlie Kirk wanted. Charlie Kirk wanted video of CENK dogging Democrats, dogging Kamala Harris, dogging Bill Clinton, dogging Hillary Clinton, and dogging Joe Biden. And without getting too much into this argument, how much more populist can the last few Democrats have been? Joe Biden, the Clintons, and Kamala Harris are staunch capitalists. Joe Biden won. The Democrats have been winning. Now we lose one election and some seats in the House and Senate, and CENK is out here saying, change it all around. Be more like Republicans and go and sit with these people? Hell no. Then I go to CENK's page. I wanted to see if he had any videos up of the event, and the only one he has up is when they gave him a standing ovation when he was introduced. But then there was this back and forth between CENK and someone else that he obviously knows that tells me all I need to know about CENK. So this guy, Frank Conniff, says, actually, nope. I won't give credit to anti-immigrant, anti-LGBTQ, anti-trans, anti-women, anti-reproductive freedom, anti-science, pro-white supremacist MAGA for being really welcoming. I've always liked you, CENK, but what the fuck? To which CENK responded, Frank, do you think 77 million people are really all those things? I like you too, brother, but do you really not see that sounds nuts? They won the popular vote. So is your strategy to call them racist and never talk to them? Then how do we ever win people back? It is obvious that CENK is trying to play dumb here. Frank never said that all 77 million who voted for Donald Trump are all of those things. But what he is saying is that most of the people at that event, as well as Charlie Kirk, are definitely all of those things. I've literally seen clips of Republicans speaking at that event, making racist, bigoted, anti-trans, anti-women, anti-immigrant comments. I'm willing to bet many of those statements were made right before and immediately after CENK was on that stage. CENK wants us to think that he's there to reach across the aisle. He isn't. He's there for publicity and to try to carve out another group of viewers. It's funny. Many of the people were expressing their disappointment with Charlie Kirk for having CENK on and saying that CENK is using Charlie Kirk for publicity. But what people aren't understanding is that they are using each other. It is an actual partnership because they don't actually care about MAGAs or liberals. They care about money. And this is why I've been saying for a while now that you need to be very selective about who you give your time to. People are beginning to show exactly who they are. One thing that I can guarantee you about myself and the people I surround myself with is that you will not see us bending the knee to a racist bigot like Charlie Kirk for any reason. If I want to reach out to Republicans, it will not be at an event that sponsors hate. The fact that CENK and many of the people who run the Young Turks are masquerading as progressives really pisses me off. I do not respect these people. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.